Hey, belated holiday celebrators, welcome back to Miku's Crackhouse. This is episode 105. I'm your host as always, Sam Kingma. Joining me is my best friend and co-host, Myles J. Myles, I got some cool shit today at Best Buy, dude. I got some sick-ass shit, bro. Check it out, dude.
Oh, is this an unboxing video?
Dude, check it out, dude. We're unboxing shit. It's the fucking DualSense Edge, baby. I'm edging.
So what's the difference between the DualSense and the DualSense Edge?
The DualSense Edge is all made of fucking metal. It's all made of fucking metal, high quality, high premium parts.
Some alloys, lots of alloys.
Some copper and iron alloys that you had to make, that you needed people in the Kenshi mines to fucking produce for you. It's got back buttons so you can, maximize your input density. You use all your fingers. And it's good shit. And I got it. I don't know why I said it like that. I got it for $50 US. Because Best Buy gave me $150 off. So that's why I have that. You can also switch out the sticks. So if you think that the DualSense has shitty analog sticks, you can switch them out. And if you ever deal, and the big X factor with this is not only can you replace the stick nubs, you can completely just replace the stick with another like $20 like insert. So so drift is just like not a thing you have to worry about with this controller. Myles, why don't gamers give a fuck about premium controllers? Why am I like in the 5% of people that actually give a shit about this? Like, it's the way we play the game. This is our connection to the game.
Sam, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Seeing as many people who have been upset that that games are $70 now, I think it's just because people are cheap bastards. I don't agree that games should be $70, but like when I think about the cost of game development and like the demands of how much games are supposed to be, like if a game doesn't look as good as the fucking Last of Us. And by the way, I gotta talk about the fucking Last of Us today, Sam. But like, they're going to be like, oh, it's a cheap piece of shit. The company's going down the toilet. I'm not going to buy the game. What? It costs $70 this time. I think it's just people are cheap bastards. They want the controller that they got in the box to last them all fucking 7 years of the console's life cycle. They don't ever want to fucking replace it. And the only upgrade that they're going to get is any upgrade that's based on hardware, in particular performance and graphics output. But people are never going to, I think it's the exact same shit with fucking keyboards. Like, some people won't get a better fucking keyboard half the time. They'll fucking complain that their keyboard doesn't do whatever, and instead of just, eating the fucking $50, $60 that it might cost to get, like, a good fucking ducky or whatever, like, they'll just fucking complain. They'll just complain the whole time. That's what people fucking love to do. They love to fucking complain. They love to complain. There's a video going around that's like, if you're gonna complain, be consistent, and it's got the thumbnail of like God of War Ragnarok 10 out of 10, and then Tears of the Kingdom.
I watched this video.
So I haven't watched the video. I agree with the sentiment, but the one thing I will say is people did complain about Ragnarok being too similar.
Yeah, facts. Definitely. I was there.
I appreciate what he's saying because I'm on this train with Tears of the Kingdom as well. They're just being economic, man. It takes a long time to develop a map like that. They're prioritizing things. But I'm gonna disagree with the idea that like everyone was okay with God of War Ragnarok. No, a lot of people weren't actually.
Yeah,
for no reason, for no good reason, other than like, oh, you wanted a sequel to the game. I guess we'll just improve the mechanics and tell a new story. Not good enough, Sam. It ain't good enough.
This is why we're not gonna have fucking big budget single player games in fucking 10 years. Because like, why do that when you can get paid $20 for a Goku skin in Fortnite?
Yeah, games are going to die at this rate. Like I'm talking like the AAA major video game experience, I think that a vast majority of people who are in the game and like can't afford to stay in the game are gonna fucking die. I think Warner Bros is gonna fucking kill, you know, like, even if Hogwarts Legacy did numbers, I'm sure it did, they're gonna kill that shit in a couple years, like, because Multiverses, for as low of a fucking, you know, like, player base as it has now, like,
I mean, well,
that
it's
shit
delisted
profited.
now. It's
Okay.
gone.
Yeah, but that shit profited while it was around. Like, I'm sure they made their money back. And I'm sure that they're going to make other attempts at that sort of thing. Like, I don't know. I think it's, at some point, we're just going to have Nintendo, Sony first party, bunch of Japanese devs who are doing things kind of on the cheaper side, but, like, still, like, impressive kind of quote-unquote AAA quality, but, like, so, you know, like a Ghostwire Tokyo, or... something along those, like Capcom's gonna still be doing their thing, like, so a lot of these bigger companies who can afford to do their thing, with major publishing, but like, at some point it is just gonna be Nintendo, Sony Santa Monica, bunch of, you know, like fucking Capcom and other kind of legacy Japanese studios, and then everyone else is gonna be making AA Hi-Fi Rush level games, which... Great, Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, dude. I mean, here's
awesome.
the deal. I don't hate.
No, here's the thing. I don't hate this idea. I don't hate this idea.
I don't hate some of this future. I mean, here's my problem. I hate fucking microtransactions, because we need for fucking, no, they're not microtransactions anymore. They're just transactions. $15 is not a microtransaction.
It's a macro transaction.
That's 1/4 of what a AAA game used to cost.
Yeah, like that, and that's the thing. Like, they can get away with it, and that's why they do it at all. It's that
yeah,
famous,
no, totally.
It's the famous non-joke of, like, why do celebrities date other celebrities? Because they can. Like, that non-joke is so poignant, because it's like, yeah, why does Nintendo game? Why don't they depreciate in value? Oh, because they can get away with it. That's just it.
Because they don't let them depreciate in value. They're like, no, they're going to stay at this price, and you're going to pay it or you're not.
Some people are going to pay it. I think, frankly, if it wasn't working, they wouldn't be doing it. Like, that's kind of just how it is, and I fucking hate that. But we're both avowed capitalists on this show. We can complain about practices, but
if it works,
we get it. We understand it.
Yeah, but if it works, it works. I mean, dude, I was listening to a podcast yesterday night, and they were talking about sort of the success of the Switch, but how it's, you know, it's showing its age, you know, 6 years in or whatever. Dude, what are the chances Nintendo's like, nah, we're just gonna run this, we're just gonna keep running with this shit? I mean, there's 150 million or close to 150 million of these units out here.
I think they're only gonna make a change when it's clear that developers are just not able to make, like, reasonable ports of their games on the system anymore. But as long as... So here's the thing.
But does it matter when the user base is that big and people still buy games? I mean, dude, think about it like this. Hogwarts Legacy is getting ported to this shit. It might be heinous. It might be heinous. But it is getting ported, and it is coming months and months after the fact, meaning there is some meaningful development time being dedicated to this specific port. That tells me that there's a big enough audience on Switch that it's worth the fucking L. Which, by the way, for the record, I hate this. I hate what I'm saying. And we're back. Sorry about that. You know, Riverside. Classic Riverside moment. Anyways, we were talking about, like, I fucking hate microtransactions because they're all like $15-$20 for like bullshit, for like this bullshit nonsense. And I don't like the games they're attached to, because a lot of the games they're attached to are free to play games that only exist to be time sinks and not fun sinks, you know, like.
Well, that's, dude, it's like, that's why I was like, wow, Overwatch 2 is alive. Like, after all the controversy with Blizzard, after all the boycotting, all the Hong Kong stuff, all the free-to-play, all the sexual harassment, all of it, the game is doing just fine. Yep. And the game is doing just fine as a free-to-play loot box galore fest, when the only problem anyone had with the original Overwatch, I mean, like, the only, like, The only problem anyone like really remembers who didn't play the game, I'm sure people who played the game have problems with it, was the loot boxes. Everyone hates the fucking loot boxes. They know how bad they were. And it's like, what if we just did that and that's the whole game? Also, what if we got back to sexual assault?
Dude,
what if we just got back to it? Blizzard's back in full swing, baby. They know they can get away with it. They said, what if we installed the cameras in the ladies' room again? What if I stood in the breastfeeding room again? What if I did that? And they're getting away with it, Sam, because people want their skins.
Dude, well, so to be fair, Overwatch 2 erase the original Overwatch. You can't fucking play Overwatch 1 anymore.
So if you want to play Overwatch at all,
you have to play 2. And if you want to play it at all, you play 2. Or you fucking shoot yourself.
Or you play
Overwatch 1 in heaven.
I was about to say, or you play Battleborn.
Yeah, yeah. You have to go to hell to play that
Paladins.
And the other thing, dude. Just for some perspective, the monetization in Overwatch 2 was received so poorly, people were like, oh, dude, I miss loot boxes. That's how fucking bad it is in 2. Because people were like, you know, with loot boxes, yeah, it was fucking random bullshit, but like, I would play the game and I'd get stuff for playing the game. I'd get these boxes and it would be good stuff. Now, if I want a fucking skin for my character, I just gotta pay $50.
You don't even get to do content for it. It's like it's like having to buy every Game Shark code that you get. You know?
Yeah.
It would be like if as a little kid you wanted to do a cheat code, you had to buy every cheat code from a store, from an actual GameStop.
Yeah, and it just sucks. And it's like none of these fucking multiplayer games just are built with fun in mind, dude. They're built to optimize your fucking engagement and you playing the game, so you're not engaged in anything else, so you can spend more money on their marketplace. And I just hate it, and it makes me mad because like I like multiplayer games in theory. Playing games with other people is fun. It just sucks that every modern multiplayer game has this shit in it. And it's impossible to just say no. You know, it's impossible to make a multiplayer game and just say no. You're leaving millions and millions and millions of potential dollars on the table when you're doing that. And if you have any money from any investment, any investment bureau, you're gonna need to fucking count out of this shit. And
Sam, you know what also sucks? I'm sorry that I interrupted you. I thought you were gonna say, and it sucks.
Oh no, that was it, man.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I was hoping that you'd say, and it sucks faster, so that the comedic... Never mind, fuck it, this show sucks. You know what also sucks, Sam? Is being advertised too aggressively. Now, we all remember the Charmin Bears.
Yes,
we all remember the Charmin Bears. And unfortunately, we're never gonna get a segment that good again. I'm not gonna try. But I fucking hate when I see the same ad 900 fucking times. It doesn't matter what the ad is. I don't care what the ad is. I fucking hate seeing it multiple fucking times. And the one thing that's been getting on my goddamn case recently, so when I'm like in the car in the passenger seat, because I don't really drive around that much, so like if I'm in the passenger seat, right, or I'm in a lobby like waiting for a doctor's office, I go on TV Tropes and I hit the trivia page, because that's like one of the most like fast ways to get just like good like production history trivia. Like, it's why I know all this bullshit about movies, because like I type in TV Tropes trivia, whatever movie trivia page, and I just go there, and it'll have like sometimes things will be linked so I can read an article, other times it's just alleged anecdotes and I could spout that. Like, it's just a great centralized place for all this shit. The rest of TV Tropes is a cesspit, and I don't do
Dude,
it.
I gotta be honest. I a few weeks ago, I got really into reading.
Dude, TV Tropes is addicting. That's why I say it's a cesspit, dude. Because like you can't let it be a thing that you search all the time. You have to. Well, first of all, you have to stay off the forums. Thankfully, you need an account to be on the forums, but the forums are for the biggest dork nerd losers on the planet. Like, people will actually like refer to themselves, instead of being like, I'm a pretty sarcastic guy in real life, they'll be like, I consider myself a bit of the snarker. Like,
I remember I was on it, and I forgot even what tropes I was looking up, dude.
That's how it gets you.
But I was like, man, they got a trope for everything in here.
Yeah, it's like Oh, if there's ever something that I need to know, like that I need to like kind of understand the premise of without reading it, I'm just gonna be upfront. Like if I'm doing fucking research on like some, you know, like a seminal anime that I need to know what it's about, as opposed to like I don't have the time to.
You don't go to the Wikipedia page. You go to the TV tropes.
The reason
page?
I go to the TV tropes page is just because sometimes it'll give you a lot of like more like specific information about it. If for example, like a Wikipedia page for, oh my god, what's the anime? It's the Norse god harem anime from like the 90s, very famous one. And I can't remember the name now, but it's like one of like the
Vagabond, right?
No, it's absolutely
Vinland
not
Saga?
fucking
Vinland
Vagabond.
Saga? I'm sorry, Vinland Saga.
It's not Vinland Saga. These are seinen anime, Sam.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I
Vinland
said
Saga.
Vagabond. I meant to say Vinland Saga first, but I said Vagabond. I didn't mean to say Vagabond.
Either. This harem anime. It's a lighthearted harem anime. Vinland Saga is a fucking seinen.
Well, you
Sam.
said no. I'm sorry, my mind was like, oh, Norse shit, oh, Vikings, oh,
No,
Vinland Saga.
It's about fucking dating them, dude. It's about fucking dating the reincarnations of these of fucking Loki or whatever. But she's a hot girl. Like Sam, like that's we're operating in fucking like. We're operating in fucking Ika Musume, Uma Musume, Monster Musume ass territory. We're operating in fucking Fate Stay Night territory where it's like, oh, this person in history was a man, now they're a hot babe. Now they're a chick. Which, to be fair, Fate, it's 50-50. Sometimes, you know.
Sometimes it's a hot guy.
Yeah, sometimes it's a hot guy. But like, I'm talking like the classic harems. What other, like, I mean, I guess Gabriel Dropout or Gabriel and Raphael are archangels. Now they're cute girls, except they're not actually the archangel.
Yeah. Well, I think of like the like Girls in Panzer, where they were once tanks and now they're girls.
Well, no, Girls in Panzer is just girls who operate tanks. You're thinking of
which one where they are the tanks?
I don't know. You might be thinking
which is
of,
the
like,
one where they're the ships.
Cancol. That's the one you're thinking of. There's another one of these that I'm trying to remember now. That's like, it's not an anime, but I was thinking of also Helltaker, where it's like these like famous demons who are, you know, hideous monsters or you know, men with horns and stuff like that are now these cute girls. That's what I've been trying to think of, which is why I couldn't remember the anime, because it wasn't one. It's a fucking block pushing game for winners.
It's a free-to-play game on Steam.
I was about to say for losers, and I was like, nah, Helltaker's kind of sick.
That's a cute game. I like the girls.
It's a cute little game. So I'm going to say it's a game for winners instead. But, yeah, like, you know, so if I want to, like, it'll kind of give me some of the more, like, detailed things about, like, Wikipedia will usually never say, like, this is one of the first in a genre or something along those lines. Like, occasionally they might. It depends on who's writing the entry. But, like, you might get a little bit more detail on, let's say if you're reading up about Princess Arete, for example. I think is how it's pronounced. Like, the Wikipedia page for that will mention that it's a feminist film, an animated feminist film. But, like, Masterpiece Theater will have a lot more information, like the TV tropes page for the Little Princess Masterpiece Theater or whatever it's called entry, than the fucking Wikipedia one. I'm trying to remember, like, these are all like in the back of my mind. I've done research on them, but like I haven't seen any of these. So anyways, back to what I was talking about with aggressive fucking advertisements, Sam.
Yeah.
So I had a long ass car trip recently. Had to go between cities. And so I was reading up on, I saw Scream recently, 1996 classic film Scream. Oh, and I'm just going to derail us real quickly to talk about Scream has the most 90s insults, and I think the best one is for the bitchy news reporter, Gail Weathers. She gets called a media muff. And that's amazing.
Also, I love how the meteorologist's name is Gail Weathers.
No, she's just a straight up criminal investigative journalist. But she makes a joke about the fact that she's not a meteorologist.
Oh, okay.
But her name is Gail Weathers.
Gail Weathers.
Yeah. Anyways, so I was reading about fucking Scream, and I get this little pop-up ad. It's a whole screen, you know, it's not just at the bottom of my screen, not just at the top of the screen, whatever. It's not just in between, you know, pages. Full screen pop-up ad for The Last of Us on PS5. So see
Last
Ellie,
of Us Part 1?
yeah, see Ellie doing her venom snake pose like this, looking mad. I see Joel walking with his revolver like this, just all angry. And he's like, and by the way, the size difference between the two is so funny. Where like
I know, right? Because it's Ellie's taking up half the screen, her face and her upper body.
Naughty Dog is letting you know just how fucking cool they are. It's the Ted Lasso thing where Ted Lasso's got to let you know how much of a liberal he is, right? Like they gotta let you know, like, guys, we like female protagonists. I'm fucking sure you do, Naughty Dog. So I see this thing and I'm like, how do I close out of this? There's like the tiniest little X button in the corner. I had to pull out my magnifying glass to see it, but I managed to find it. I click it off, scroll down, two or three more tropes, we'll say. This thing pops up again, Sam. I gotta look at Venom Snake Ellie and Joel one more time, and I say, you know what?
Venom Ellie.
Yeah, Venom Ellie, and I say, a woman robbed of her chucks, and I say to myself, you know what? I'm gonna a woman robbed of her fingers. I'm just picturing the Troy Baker like ding ding. Whoa ho whoa ho ho whoa whoa ho. That's the Neil Druckmann version of Sins of the Fathers. Words that kill. Single pluck guitar.
Oh my fucking god!
It's sung by Troy Baker, obviously.
Oh man, that's awesome. I
give Troy Baker a lot of grief, but he sings BB's theme in the Death Stranding 2 trailer, and my god, is it good! But
oh no, he's an awesome singer.
He's an awesome singer. But
just the idea of Sins of the Father for like Last of Us Part 3.
Father for Last of Us Part 3, where it's Joel's inexplicably back to sing the song. Whoa ho.
Oh
would you speak them to me?
Oh man.
Anyway, I gotta scroll down another fucking 2 tropes. Last of Us is back, baby. I'm like, how many fucking times are they gonna show me this fucking Last of Us thing? Thankfully, that was the last time.
The last time you saw The Last of Us.
Until I logged back in. After I got to my destination and decided to start reading again, they hit the fucking reset button on those ads. I gotta see Last of Us 3 more fucking times, Sam.
Oh man,
I gotta see this fucking ad 3 more times.
I feel you so hard with these ads. So let me just say that I live my life in such a way that I do not fuck with ads at all. Like I don't fuck with any advertisements. I got YouTube Premium. I got Spotify Premium. I don't want to see this shit. I got ad block on my computer. I'll probably switch off of Chrome once they finally kick the bucket on this ad block that apparently they're talking about doing, but I feel like they've been talking about getting rid of ad block for years and years and years, and it's never happened. But that's neither here nor there. However, I've had to kowtow to advertisements because Riverdale is back, the final season. Boys, it is fucking grand, but I have to watch it on CWTV.com because like I'm not watching that shit on prime time. And I have to sit through, no joke, Myles, like 20 minutes of ads in a 43-minute episode. And the worst part is that it's the same 10 ads randomly played. And sometimes you'll watch an ad and then it'll play the same fucking ad immediately after it again.
Sam, I had the same experience when I tried to watch Columbo.
Oh,
which, by the way, Columbo's awesome.
But it is awesome.
I had to stop watching Columbo. A big part of it is those episodes are so long.
At 2 hours.
They're like an hour, 2 hour. At some point, I said, I can't. These take up too much time.
Just watch clips online.
That's the thing. It kind of is better to watch the clips online if you can get like a really abridged version. Just because, like, I mean, you know who the killer is, and you know
there's some good good channels that have good Columbo clips.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, and they might be able to truncate an episode down to just the saucy parts. But like, I saw this ad for a streaming service called Freevee, and I'm sure you know about Freevee.
I've seen it. What is it?
So I actually, and the problem is it's on my laptop, so I'm gonna get my laptop from the side here. I actually wrote down the programming that I saw on Freevee. And I was and when we came back on Crackhouse, Sam, this was 4, 5, 6 months ago that I did this. Because I knew this would be good content.
Yeah, give me this Freevee shit, man.
By the way, this is my little egg head.
Oh man, I'm really amped to see this. There's way too many fucking streaming services right now.
There's too many streaming services, and most of them are redundant. That's the funny thing. What a professional I am, by the way, showing my fucking ass on this fucking camera and having to lean down for this crap.
Yeah, shaking your fat ass on cam.
Okay, I wrote this, Sam, in July of 2022.
Oh my god, I can't believe you still have this just like sitting around.
Oh, trust me, I knew that this was gonna be, this was something you were gonna care about.
All right, hell yeah. Freevee content. By the way, do you remember how much a month it was for Freevee?
No, it's a free streaming service. That's why it's called Freevee. But you're right. Here's the thing, Sam. It's called Freevee for a reason.
Because you gotta watch ads.
You gotta listen to some of these fucking programs. There's a show called Corner Gas. It's a workplace animated comedy with really stiff animation, starring a bunch of Seth MacFarlane knockoff characters that look vaguely like the Brickleberry cast.
What the hell is this?
Or like one of those, like it's one of these shows where like the animation style the art style is no one's art style, right? Like Seth MacFarlane, let's take
a look at this place. Let's take a look at this Corner Gas.
I guess it's a Canadian sitcom. Apparently, it's been on. Okay.
Oh no, my
so there's the
God.
animated version, and this is what it is. Created by Brent Butt.
That's an unfortunate name.
I'm sure he's Canadian. So, okay, this makes a lot of sense that it's an animated version of a classic Canadian show. This makes sense to me.
Yeah, just like Clerks, Napoleon Dynamite. Classic Canadian content, everybody.
Yeah. It's like, look at this. You just look at this, bro. You just look at this art style, and like the best way I can describe this is no one's art style. This, like, no one draws like this except for professional American cartoon or like adult animated cartoon artists. This, like, if you look up other Canadian adult comedy, forget about it.
Oh
yeah. Which has that has a catchy fucking theme song. Forget about it. Like, that's an art style.
Yeah.
This is an art style. Someone draws like this, right?
Yeah. Or like Producing Parker or fucking
Producing
Stoked
Parker's
or
another
16.
But Stoked and 16 have iconic art styles, frankly.
Yeah, that shit's awesome.
Yeah.
Whereas
Corner Gas has
more like corner ass.
Got him. Anyways, so Judge Judy also runs on Freevee.
Oh, that's sick. Sick.
So
there's like tons of Judge Judy.
Oh, there's a lot of fucking Judge Judy to go around, man. That's why it's on Freevee. Time Wasters, and this is one of those shows that, like, you hear the title.
It's in the name.
Yeah, it's in the name. It's about a bunch of slackers who go through time travel.
Oh, it's like a time travel show.
Yeah.
Do you remember that Discovery Kids time travel show?
Cyber Chase. No. Are you thinking of History Kids?
No, that's something else. Hold on, I gotta look this up. It's because it's on it's Discovery Kids time travel cartoon. Oh, Time Warp Trio.
Oh, I don't know, Time Warp Trio.
It's some old ass shit. It aired with like Kenny the Shark, and like the Kid Tut. Do you remember Kid Tut?
King Tut.
Oh, King Tut.
Yeah.
I think it's a good show.
Called King Tut.
Yeah, that was good. That was a classic.
I liked that show because Kid Tut had a good art style or art design. He had a good character design.
So the gimmick, by the way, so basically these three characters right here are these guys' like grandkids, like granddaughters or something like that. Either their daughters or their granddaughters from like the future, and they all go time traveling together. Or time warping, I guess.
Yeah. So I saw a I saw something called Bug Out, which I think was a movie or something. I didn't write this down because I thought the show would be back sooner than it was. $40,000 worth of bugs are stolen from a museum. That's what I wrote. That was all I wrote for the synopsis of Bug Out, and I wrote it in all caps for some reason. Love Accidentally, which stars, I think, Lacey Chabert, who plays Princess Elise from Sonic 06.
Oh, no!
She's also Gretchen from Mean Girls, and that's it. That's all anyone knows Lacey Chabert from.
Dude, Elise is Gretchen from Mean Girls?
Yes. So, Lacey Chabert is like kind of famous for being only in shit movies. She's sort of like
Is she a Lifetime
Gomez.
actress?
Yeah, she's a Lifetime actress, like or something akin to a Lifetime actress. Similar, like again, Selena Gomez in all these Christmas movies, and like you have some people who just kind of show up as like shit. I call them shit actors, where it's like they only ever
Candace
appear in,
Cameron.
like, Candace Cameron's a good one. What's it? Miriam Baxter Burney or Meredith Baxter Burney? She was in a lot of Lifetime original movies.
Yeah. Also, by the way, real quick, speaking of Lifetime, I saw a new trailer for a new Lifetime original movie called Drunk Driving in 17, and I'm like, injected into me. Give me that heroin immediately. I want to do a live commentary.
Please do.
I want to do a commentary. And let me find out exactly when it's coming out. Lifetime.com. Oh my god, it comes out Saturday, April 15th at 8/7 Central.
Okay.
And then I can stream it the next day. Fuck yeah. I can't wait, dude. The story of the tragic consequences of underage drinking and social hosting.
Social hosting.
Well,
What?
so the movie is about the fallout that the parents, I think, have to deal with. Because they're like, yeah, you guys can drink or whatever, and of course, the intelligent academic straight A student decides to maybe drink at the party and go home and drink and drive and get in an accident and kill herself or kill her friends or some bystander or wrap her car around a tree.
Which goes back to kill herself.
I love it, dude. 17-year-old Kim is every parent's dream. She's an honor student, popular, responsible, and bound for Stanford. See, doesn't this just fill you with so much joy?
It's just the fact that it's like it's all paint by numbers. It's like so plug in, and like I don't know what you get out of these things other than I think you like high school settings and like Lifetime movies are just like a fascination for you.
I like PSA shit. I like Lifetime PSA shit.
But like for me, what I get out of these things is just like from the screenplay element of it, just kind of knowing that this was like ordered, or if not ordered, it was written by someone who knew exactly what they had to do.
Oh yeah, no,
because it's fascinating to just like watch them like plug in the elements.
Yeah, because then it's like, but when she sees her boyfriend Dan flirting with another girl, Kim makes the worst decision of her life. In the blink of an eye, I'm sure she was drunk driving for multiple minutes, but in a blink of an eye, Kim wrecks the car. Kim wrecks the car. Shouldn't it be her car?
It's the family car, because I think it's the family car. It's the car.
Kim wrecks the car, her life, and almost kills a classmate in a head-on collision.
Oh, that's why it's the car, because it's the car, her life, and a classmate. It's more than just a car. It's the car that ruined everything.
Yeah. And then it's like, while Kim is responsible for her own actions, Dan's parents, Martha and Tim, also face scrutiny and liability by the town and police for allowing alcohol to be served to minors at their home. Michael Michelle co-stars.
Mike Michelle would be in this.
But like this, you're right. This was ordered. This shit ain't like Double Mommy or Double Daddy, you know?
Yeah. Like, there's no inspiration here.
Yeah,
this was like the people at Lifetime sat around and they said, like, what's the latest danger that we gotta make a movie about?
Yeah, like the choking game.
The choking game is great, because choking game makes no fucking sense. Like, We've talked about Cyberbully on the show before. I think we tried to do a commentary on either that or She's Too Young.
She's Too Young. We definitely did She's Too Young.
Well, that one was uncomfortable because like the content was so heavy. Like,
the content is everybody gets syphilis and nobody dies.
Well, that's why I said it, like, because it's so uncomfortable. I think, why did we scrap? Oh, it was because neither of us had seen it in so long that we kept asking questions about the plot. That was that's why we had to scrap it. We should have just done Cyberbully, man. That would have been a great commentary.
Cyberbully is a great, a great film, dude. Also, I had to pull up the IMDb list, dude. Yo, shout out to sexting in suburbia. That's awesome. That's the shit that I love, dude.
I think what's great about it is just that I hear the title Sexting in Suburbia, and my immediate thought, even though you're right here in front of me, is, I should tell Sam about that. He'd love it. I hear the title, even though it's your mouth and your voice telling me the words of the title, I think, oh man, Sam's gonna want to hear about this.
You just know it. Hey, you can watch it on Tubi. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, no, shout outs to Tubi. They got the best garbage.
Yeah, they got the heat. They got the heat.
No, Tubi's where you go if you want to see, like, the best garbage movies. If you want to see a movie called, The Clown Killer, that's on Tubi. If you want to see a horror movie set at a carousel called Carousel, that's there. It's about a carousel that takes you to hell, or it'll be called Cara-Hell if they want to do that. If you want to watch the movie Halloween, that'll be on Tubi.
You want to watch the movie Peter Hop? That's on.
No, Tubi's great for these shit horror movies. That's if there was a bunny themed horror movie, it would be called
yeah, it's called Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Yeah, well, no, I'm thinking of it'd be an Easter themed horror movie called Last Supper, or something like that. That's on Tubi. And the poster's a man in a rabbit mask with blood on it.
It looks like Donnie Darko.
Yeah, it looks like the Donnie Darko rabbit Jones or whatever his name. I don't know. Fuck, I never saw Donnie Darko.
It's good. I saw it in college and we had to watch it for a class.
Yeah, because I'm just not a misanthrope. I don't know if I could like Donnie Darko personally, but yeah, no, I just. Nothing gives me more joy than trying to come up with and we do this on the show all the time where I try and come up with a generic premise. I fucking love coming up with a premise that's perfect for Hollywood or perfect for
yeah, like Saharan desert action movie and all that shit.
Yeah. Again, it's just me having to come up with Sketch, the Pixar movie that, by the way, is coming out. I promise you, they're gonna make their Japanese yokai movie. I'm telling you, and it's gonna have a one-word title. If it's not Sketch, it's gonna be Scare or something. Spirit. I don't know. Well, they can't do Spirit. That's a horse
Miles, I'm sorry. I gotta go back and list a couple of these other fucking Lifetime movies on because there's some fucking.
Well, I got a couple more Tubi. Ones.
Oh yeah. Hit me with your freebies. I'm sorry, Tubi,
Freevee. They're the same. Anyways, so Love Accidentally stars Lacey Chabert, who is absolutely a Lifetime actress, and if she's not, she's a Christian movie actress.
God's Not Dead 2.
Yeah, God's Not Dead 2. Did I ever tell you about the best Christian movie I've ever seen in my life, Sam?
VeggieTales?
No, but VeggieTales? Okay, that's the real best one. The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything movie, by the way, has no religious content, so it doesn't count. But the Jonah movie is very good, too. Dude, I fucking love it.
Prince of Egypt?
Prince of Egypt is not a Christian movie. It's a fucking Jewish film, you fucking racist. You fucking anti-Semite.
I'm sorry, I thought Moses is in it, right?
Moses is a Jewish story, you fat bitch! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I thought I learned about Moses in CCD back in the day.
I mean, it's an Old Testament story. It's important to the fucking Bible, but he's a fucking OG Jew. Sam, he's a fucking Jew who freed his other fucking Jews. He's one of the Jews of all time, Sam. Okay, if we're talking,
wait, that movie's about freeing the Jewish slaves, right?
Yeah, and he himself is Jewish. He himself is Jewish, but he was spared by being cast down the Nile River and adopted by the royal family of Egypt. And he, as a former Jew, was spoken to by God as a burning bush because our stories are crazy. To go and save the fucking Jews, and he's got to fucking save these Jews. So he's gonna go out
from his brother, right?
From his brother. Which, by the way, Sam, this is total Breaking Bad, Hank versus Heisenberg shit. Okay, I'm talking
Moses moment, Prince of Egypt moment.
Moses' crawl space moment is when he finds out that Rasmus, I think his name is, his son, was killed as part of the curse of the firstborn, where a fucking angel of death swept every fucking house and took the life of every firstborn except for all the Jews who smeared lamb blood on their door because our fucking religion's hardcore and
Myles,
awesome.
Would you believe me if I told you that Death of the Firstborn is an event that occurs in Riverdale? Would you believe me if I told you that?
I actually would, because Riverdale is super biblical.
Because it's fucking true.
Death of the Firstborn is such a Riverdale thing. Dude, Riverdale and Shin Megami Tensei are the same fucking franchise. Like, am I wrong?
No.
Dude, in season 9 of Riverdale, they're gonna be able to control demons.
I wish, dude. Yeah, I mean, they came pretty close in season 6, dude.
Fucking Jughead is gonna shoot himself in the head and scream,
Persona!
Yeah, no, he's Azanagi! And like, fucking, one of them's gonna fucking demon's gonna come out of him.
Jack Bros is gonna spawn.
Dude, no, Jack Bros in fucking Riverdale would be so awesome. Like, it's him and Black Frost, right? Jack Frost and Black Frost with, fucking Jack-o'-lantern and King Frost. All right, all of them are in fucking Riverdale this time. They're all in Riverdale. I don't know what they do. Okay, maybe they try and like get a naked photo of Veronica, because all the Jack Bros are perverts. You know?
Are they? I don't know my Jack Bros lore.
I do. So yeah, like that's what's up, man. That's what's fucking up. Dude, the conception's gonna happen in Riverdale, and the entire world is gonna be turned into the Vortex world. Jughead's gonna start the reason of Musubi because he's mad that Archie abandoned him, and then Betty is gonna start Yosuga because she wants to be stronger than Veronica. Skeet Ulrich, who is in Scream, by the way, I also discovered. He's gonna be fucking he's gonna be the Hijima, I believe it. No, Hijiri stand-in. So yeah, there we go. Dante will show up. Just Dante from the Devil May Cry franchise in Riverdale. Anyways, but yeah, Love Accidentally, a show about a girl who falls in love with a wrong number.
Like, you mean she goes to like text her friend, but she
falls. Yeah, she texts the wrong number and falls in love with whoever's on the other line.
Goofy.
Yeah, Sounds great. So there's also some ads that I've never seen on anything but Freevee. One is called My Fembry, which is a vaginal menstruation pill with the most side effects I've ever heard in my fucking life. I have never seen a longer commercial that's like just side effects. It's like the fucking Better Call Saul, like Sandpiper Crossing commercial, like the boring version that that Davis and Maine edit instead of
that they put together.
Which, by the way, Sam, that commercial that Jimmy submitted is like actually a great fucking commercial.
Isn't it awesome?
It's so good.
Where did it
go? How could that have happened? And I love that that's the same old lady who appears in his other commercial. She's the one who's knitting, and she was the one with all the wooden dolls when she's doing her will. all the wooden like statues where they go. Dude, that show's awesome.
Yeah, the Alpine Shepherd boy.
Yeah, the Alpine Shepherd boy. Anyways, so I also saw Leverage Redemption, which is the name of a heist movie, I think. It's just called Leverage Redemption. Which, by the way, Sam, doesn't that sound like the most, like, generic title possible?
No, it's a drama series, and it has 2 seasons!
Leverage Redemption.
Dude, listen to this IMDb. The hitter, the hacker, the grifter, and the thief are back.
You know what? You would think that's why I called it a fucking heist movie, though. Those are all heist people.
Are back. This time with help from a new tech genius and corporate fixer to take on a new kind of villain. When someone needs help, they provide ellipsis leverage.
Wait, why did I get... Oh, no, I banged on the desk and I knocked my camera over. Oh, I'm a manlet. No, I'm a manlet. Oh, no.
That's why I slapped the sides of my chair.
Anyways, so then the last one that I saw was called Alex Rider, which is a VR show about hackers and video games. And I guess we have to watch that one.
Wait, isn't Alex Rider, isn't it like a book or something?
Maybe. You might be thinking of Alex Kidd, the Sega character.
Let's see, a 2-season show from... Oh my god, it's stylized as Delta Lex Rider.
This has got to be like an anime adaptation, right? Like...
It actually, I think it is an original drama. It's a British spy thriller.
Okay.
Oh, based on a novel series of the same name. Yep, that's... Okay, yeah. So this shit is Stormbreaker. This shit is so it's Stormbreaker, Point Block, Skeleton Key, Eagle Strike. I remember these books, specifically Stormbreaker.
So
I remember.
Guessing
I didn't
Alex
read
Rider's
it.
like the main character.
He's like the guy. He's like the kid. He's like a kid spy, I think, or like a teen spy.
A spy kid.
God, I fucking YA man. I miss the era like all this like.
Oh, dude,
YA
when like there was great YA shit like Artemis Fowl and like. Fucking Del Toro Quest, which has a fucking anime, by the way.
Yeah. Good English opening, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm fucking sure. I should watch it because I used to be the biggest Del Toro Quest book fan. I should watch that shit. Yeah, man, but that's Freevee and Tubi. You can watch the original
and
pitches.
Mubi.
Yeah, and Mubi. You can
and
watch all the
Zubi.
original pitches that we've made. Every pitch we've made on Crackhouse has been bought by Tubi. Like. All the pitches that we've made on the show are Tubi originals now.
Whenever, dude, whose idea was Freevee? Is Freevee a money laundering scheme?
Saul Goodman's idea. It was Saul Goodman's idea.
Dude, what episode are you on now, dude?
Dude, no joke. Season 3, episode 4. Before the one that everyone says is the best one. So. Yeah. I'm definitely waiting to watch it. But yeah, like, dude, this show is Myles core as fuck because hustlers are Myles core. Like,
you're about the...
Dude, I love hustlers because here's the thing: being like a young filmmaker is being a fucking hustler. Every time that he's making a commercial, I'm like, nostalgia. Like when you can't get permits and you have to do guerrilla style, like you have to steal from the Goodwill.
Oh,
like,
dude, the 3 college kids he works with are fucking awesome. I love them.
That's like, dude, that is so like nostalgic for me. Like all the fucking weirdos that you work with when trying to make a movie, especially if you're like the writer or the talent like in it. I used to do a lot of acting when I was in college just because people needed someone who looked like a baby man, and that's me. So I used to act. I'm a terrible actor, but I would still appear in these things. And yeah, like I just, dude, and like watching him wheel and deal or like solicit, like things like that. I'm just like, dude, this is so Myles core. I just love like slick, sly people. I love people with the gift of gab and silver tongues, and I love people who are wheelers and dealers who tell lies and get away with it. Like I fucking love, dude, magicians. Like when magicians are also thieves. That's the cool.
Oh, so like Now You See Me is like,
which, by the way,
the big cum film for you.
I haven't seen Now You See Me, and I think I should. But famously, I was a co-writer of a movie that might still be in development. I truly don't know. Well, not famously, where like my problem with it was I was brought on by a friend of mine and I read it and there was no magic in the hustling. And I was like, what are you doing? Like I was like incensed. I was like, this is the perfect premise where it's like, it's a fucking child. Like this is why we watched Big Fat Liar that one time. Cause I pitched the idea as it needs to be Now You See Me meets Big Fat Liar. and it was about a kid, you know, beating like an older stage magician with his sleight of hand, and it's like a heist movie where he and his magician friends all do magician stuff to embarrass this adult, similar to Big Fat Liar, and like there was no magic in the whole fucking movie, and I was like, what? I was like, you can't do this. You just can't do this. It's gotta have magic in the heist elements. It's gotta have magic in the fucking scam elements. What are you doing? Oh, they're using RC cars? No, it's gotta be magic. The RC car thing did stay in though, but we incorporated some magic into it anyways. And then it never went anywhere because of course
you gotta let me know. Yeah, you gotta let me know what this movie's called off.
I'll let you know off the record, and you'll hear the name and you're like, that is Myles Core. But yeah, I mean, I just love a good fucking hustler.
Yeah, it's a little Chinatown hustler.
Little Chinatown hustler, yeah.
Yeah,
people do like cup games and 3-card Monties. I'm all about that. I wish I was that slick. I wish I was a criminal.
Well, how do you feel about the hustlers on Hollywood Boulevard who try to sell you fucking shitty mixtapes?
Oh, I know they're garbage. Like I know that shit is trash, dude. That happened in Boston as well. People try and sell. We actually in college one time we did buy someone's album just to hear it, and like it was so funny because the album started out good, had like a great like intro hook, right? Like this is really like well mixed, great sounding like instrumental bit, and then you just hear pew pew pew, and then he starts rapping over it. So it's the air horn, which by the way, the sound effect for that particular air horn I knew because I was in college. It was called the ham horn. You could get the app for ham horn on your phone, and I used to just sit there like waiting. Like if things were getting heated in our like fucking place, do I still have the app? I probably don't.
You just blare it.
I still have it. So I would just wait around, right? If things were getting fucking heated, like at the dorm, I would just wait until someone said something hard, and I would just go, and I would get my phone open. I would just sit there, like, and I would sit there with like my thumb like ready to press the button,
ready.
Like, yeah, at like hand. But I would just have like no expression, no face whatsoever. I wouldn't even contribute. I would just wait for the magic to happen, and then I just go, and everyone loved it because like that shit does like it turns even like an insult that's like pretty good into like the hottest fire.
You said it, man. I really fucking miss MLG, dude. Yeah. That's how you know I'm an old fuck. I'm an old internet fuck. I love my MLG memes. MLG. I love my hit marker. I love my oh baby a triple. I love my smoke weed every day. I love my one of these.
Well, that's the smoke weed every day.
Yeah, that is of course. Mr. Snoop Doggy Dog.
Snoop D-O-double-G.
G.
Who, by the way, has a stand now. Doggy style in part 8.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's just a shitty version of fucking Mountain Tim's stand. Whatever that's called.
What? I'm sorry, who the fuck?
Mountain Tim.
What character? Mountain Tim?
Mountain Tim.
Mountain Tim?
Mountain Tim. Oh, it's also basically just stone free. Like I don't know, it's a shitty stand. It sucks. It's one of the protagonist stands too, which is awful.
Oh, so you just have to deal with it. It's
Thankfully, he's introduced in like chapter 70 of chapters of like a 110 part chapter. So
okay. You don't have to. You get like one fight.
Yeah, you get 1 or 2 fights with him. Like he really doesn't do anything. He's kind of a shitty character. I don't know why they introduced him. Part 8 like goes off there. Dude, I'm so fucking hungry. I wish I'd eaten before, and you told me to eat before.
What the fuck? I explicitly told you to eat.
I know.
And then you're like, hey, yo, Sam, I'm ready to rock. And I'm like, okay, dude, I'm gonna be an hour.
Yeah,
because I'm about to eat and I gotta take a shower.
The problem is that I ate at 5 o'clock, and I was like, it's fine. It's enough time. And then, like, by the time that,
what did you eat at 5 o'clock that you're, like, hungry now?
I had a big fucking bowl of bolognese, too.
Well, I guess it wasn't that fucking big if
no,
you're
like,
still
I thought
hungry.
It was enough, dude. I thought it was enough, but it's not. Nearly wasn't. Yeah, I had another thing of content. And we gotta save room for the questions, so I'll try and keep this one brief, Sam.
Yeah.
But There's a form of internet content that I find so fucking funny that, like, I just find so amusing in, like, the most dark, fucked up, terrible way possible, okay? And so as someone who's really into true crime and creepypastas and all this shit, all, like, garbage that makes me listen to a bunch of British people going,
what would you do if you found out that on a dark road there were headlights coming toward you?
Like, just all these fucking people, or like people with the worst fucking deliveries of all time trying to sound scary. When I was 12 years old, I found out that my parents were going to divorce. Like, just like reading someone's Reddit story, their Reddit scary story, true home invasion stories, shit like that. Like, I will, when I'm working or whatever, like, that's my garbage that I listen to. That's my trash garbage that I listen to. But there's this great channel called Matt Orchard. And Matt Orchard does these fucking brilliant, like, case analysis, like, true crime things, where he mostly goes over the court trials. It's a similar thing to, like, JCS, but instead of focusing on, like, the just the crime scene footage, he focuses on the legality of it. Like, if he's not a lawyer, he has one of the most comprehensive ideas of law for a private citizen outside of the profession on YouTube. And he's done a lot of great, like, documentaries. He did a great documentary on, like, Anthony Weiner and how he might have gotten Hillary Clinton to lose because he kept sending dick pics. Like, just like, knock-on effect of, like, how his involvement with her, like, how his ex-wife was her, like, chief of staff, and so, like, when he became a sex offender, they had to reopen the emails. Like,
I remember they made a fucking documentary about that guy when I was in college. I remember, like, I think it might have just been called, like, Wiener or something, which is, like, epic. Yeah,
he has a documentary about him. He's got a couple of more hard-hitting ones. He did one about, like, the George Floyd hearing. There's a great video about a convicted police officer who is one of the most, like, controversial cases because, like, there's, like, behind-the-scenes footage of, like, that imply, like, they tried to frame him up because there was a bigger cover-up at the precinct and they needed a fall guy. Like, but a lot of people also think he actually did it. Like, so he's kind of going over, like, here's, like, the truth. Like, I have literally never been more fucking conflicted in my life by the end of a video. Like, his stuff is great. Please subscribe if you're interested in this kind of crap. He did a fucking amazing April Fool's video, which is a 30-minute video about cart narcs.
Bro, fucking
dude,
cart narcs.
You have to watch this video where he basically does his, like, his psychoanalytical and, like, law stuff, but it's over, like, the shopping cart, people not taking the shopping cart back, and, like, analyzing body cam footage from the cart narcs. It's, like, it's actually such a fucking brilliant fucking video. It's the perfect April Fool's Day prank, because it's real content. It's not just you click on a video and you get garbage. Like, you actually just get a 30-minute video and you just use the day as an excuse to make something that's kind of lighter fare than his usual stuff and a little bit shorter. It's so awesome.
That's a Cart Narcs is awesome, dude.
Because I agree with them. I agree they should go and fucking harass these losers. Like, these fucking people who won't take the fucking cart back. And here's the thing, sometimes the cart narcs just come up and the guy's just forgetful or they're in a rush and they say, you know what, yeah, you're right, that was a dick move, I'll put my cart away. And the cart narc's like, hey, thanks, man. Thanks for not being a lazy bones. And then they just will go and harass these fucking lunatics, and they stand their ground so much.
I love it, dude. Like, they get guns pulled on them and shit, and it's awesome.
It's all about making sure the cart goes back to the wagon or whatever. It's called.
Yeah. By the way,
the cart corral.
Speaking of getting guns pulled, I have a great fucking story this weekend. I was in the second hotbed for danger in the United States of America. That's not the destroyed city of Los Angeles. I was in downtown Chicago, Illinois, and let me just tell you, Myles, in real life, I saw someone in real time get 2-star GTA wanted status. Like, I literally, like, I'm standing outside a bar, talking to a couple buddies. I'm right by a little food truck. I look over to my right, and 100 feet away from me is this cop in a police security vehicle. So it basically is it looks like an ambulance, but it's decked out in police attire, or police logos and shit. And I just look and I see this fucking cop just fucking pull out his gun at this fucking silver Camaro, and then I just hear screech, like a screech, and I hear fucking Running in the 90s go as this fucking car drifts out of there, and then the cop just fucking sees him go, jaunts in his vehicle, and just drives after him. Doesn't put the lights on or anything. Just, you know, slowly just drives after. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Sam, that's how you know that he was actually a vigilante trying to get important information to the government, you know, about a government cover-up. And that's Special Agent Jack Bauer.
He's a real Jack Bauer.
Yeah, Special Agent Jack Bauer. Dude, every fucking season, Bauer ends up, like, framed and on the other side of the law, and, like, that's a whole fucking thing for that show, is that he'll have to, like, go on street level and fucking run from people and hide from people. It's 24 so fucking awesome, dude. Anyways, so Matt Orchard made a great video. I have a particular interest in the underground world of, like, people who consider themselves pedo hunters. This is like a big true crime thing.
Dude. You watch, like, the pedo hunting content?
No. I watch a lot of
the
things.
The Predator
that's, like,
catcher content?
No, I watch a lot of things that's like, oh, this guy on TikTok, it turns out that they were, like, a predator and they had, like, a whole sex trafficking ring, like, or people who, like, have YouTube channels that are outed as predators after the fact. So it's more of documentaries about them. As opposed to
I see.
stings,
I see.
Right. But, like, the thing I scroll through comment sections on these videos, and the thing that I've come to realize is that I don't think anyone on this podcast or anyone listening to this podcast is going to have a problem with the following statement, but I don't like pedophiles. And like, that's just one of these things where I meet people and I'm like, oh, you probably also don't like pedophiles. You might have an understanding of, like, oh, you know, they struggle and they need better, you know, mental health institutions, but, like, no one fucking likes pedophiles. I just don't assume that of anyone. But, like, no. I'm convinced that every person in the YouTube true crime community is trying their damnedest to make sure that they know, oh, not only do I not like pedophiles, I hate them. So I definitely am not pedophile. I love kids, and I can't imagine ever being a pedophile. If I met one, I would cap him in the fucking face immediately. And, like, that's the comment section of all these fucking things, is people just being like,
dude, I know exactly. I'm laughing right now because I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Because you're right. Like, dude, I'm just gonna assume that you don't like murder or rape or pedophiles. I'm just gonna assume that about you. Don't worry about it, bro. You're gonna get this basic treatment.
It's such a, like, I don't know. It's such an online thing where, like, I just
chronically online, terminally online shit.
Yeah, where like I just assume that everyone that I meet is probably having consensual sex with people over the age of 18. Like, that's like the bare minimum of my assumption of the average human being. I'm assuming they don't fuck dogs. I'm assuming that they don't regularly, like, beat their wife. I mean, it happens and it's terrible, but, like, the whole point of that is that, like, the revelation is it's proof of a crime, and it's proof of a terrible. Well, it's certainly not, like, uncommon. It's proof of a terrible failing of certain kinds of people. Not everyone. Not every person you meet is likely to be a child molester or a woman beater. But, like, that's, like, how people online operate now. Is like, oh god, they suspect me. I have to be sure. So you see these posts that are like if you eat cheeseburgers, ignore if you're a sex predator. And it's like, I'm gonna fucking ignore that because I love cheeseburgers, and my fucking jacket broke. God damn it. At the very bottom, my fucking jacket came undone. So, anyways, so
looks like you were about to start peeing on the mic, by the way, for a second there.
I think you meant start to pee on the mic.
Oh yeah, pee.
Anyways, this show's garbage. But, the word garbage does bring me back to my train of thought where a lot of these, like, pedo catchers. So Matt Orchard has a great video called The Predators. And it's about, like, the kind of wake of...
What is it, like, is that a new NFL team?
The Los Angeles Predators. Oh, wait.
Predators?
Wait a second.
Yo, retweet this if you're a fan of the LA Predators. Best team since the Patriots.
Yeah, it's like that Meverse tweet where it's like, you don't know Eminem, he's one of the best rapers of all time. He was probably 14. That kid, he probably didn't know. Anyways, it's a thing called just The Predators, and the title is clever because it's about predator hunters, but the fact that ultimately these predator hunters themselves are on the prowl for predators, and that they take advantage of the situation and they flaunt their authority over them. And basically the fact that a lot of these people are doing things that are illegal, such as blackmail, involuntary arrest, things like that, to basically get their content. But like funny,
and that's the problem too. Like the huge problem, like this is the big issue with like the EDP situation is like that the whole predator catcher sting that EDP was involved in. None of that was admissible in evidence in court. So
because
like he didn't actually face any. Yeah. So while he's faced plenty of social ramifications and economic ramifications for his shit, and the awful things he's done, he hasn't actually faced any real criminal consequences for it.
Which, by the way, is why Dateline started to partner with authorities, because they didn't like the fact that they could do a segment, and then, like, literally the first Dateline To Catch a Predator segment, like, before it was a show, was, they caught a guy, and then 24 hours later, they found out that he went back out to find another victim. Like, right after the meeting with Chris Hansen. 24 hours later.
Yeah.
And that was like kind of a straw for them, where they're like, if we're going to do this, we're getting law enforcement involved.
Also, that was the first one. They did one, and they're like, we got to get law enforcement involved.
Well, because it was just a segment. Like, it was just a segment on Dateline.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to its own show.
Okay, gotcha. I think know that.
Yeah, it was like a ratings thing, and they said, all right, if we're going to do a show, we have to get authorities involved. Like, let's make a difference. And obviously, Chris Hansen was a very well-spoken man. He was a good host. Obviously, I think he's controversial nowadays, but he was a great host for that show because he was very patient and he knew how to get a good reaction out of these people. And obviously he had editors, so I'm assuming that if things were like not, were dragging on or they weren't very interesting, they just cut that shit down.
Oh, it's cut for drama.
Yeah,
Sketch Partners cut for drama.
No, it's cut for comedy, is what it is. Like they do such a great job of making those moments like funny. Like, where obviously it's terrible that a predator was going to prey on someone, but just seeing like a grown man try and make excuses about such a cut and dry, obvious situation is really funny. That I just want to talk to them, or like trying to get away, by saying the famous one, I don't want these cookies anymore. I just want to get to the beach. Like the famous line, which is used in a JonTron video, I believe. But yeah, there's a lot of really famous like To Catch a Predator responses. But like this video was specifically about like the illegal means, or like the kind of like megalomaniacal means that people do. And like, I've never seen a comment section more sympathetic to the pedophiles in my life, because like these guys are just like dicks. Like, just like they go out and like, even though there's obviously an awful pedophile on trial being like grilled by people, the problem is that they're being grilled by like jock meatheads who remind you of getting slammed into a locker in high school. Like,
exactly. It's like,
yeah, and it's like it's uncomfortable. Like, it's like you start to feel bad for these actual predators because they're being bullied by Ricky Fuego.
It's why I like don't like. It's for that reason why like I don't watch like a lot of this shit. Because I mean, because here's the deal. There is some like Schadenfreude or some level, like some emotion I feel deep inside watching someone's life fall apart in real time.
Oh yeah, which is why the end of Breaking Bad is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I love. There is something to that. I don't love it, but there is something to that where it's just like
it's compelling.
Seeing that, it is very very compelling. And there is I don't know the specific channel of predator catcher that does this. There's one of the channels that has them call their wives, after they catch.
This is oh my god, he says his name in the video. But either way, like, I'm gonna do an impression of him because like the funny part about it is just the meathead quality of it, right? Like, he's not Chris Hansen. Like, so you said the following on this chat. Like, he'll just be like. So first of all, their vocabulary. You see me gearing up too. You started laughing because you saw me gearing up, like getting ready, getting in character. So the best part is like you can tell they have like very limited vocabularies. Like they're Oh, sorry. Do we have to censor that?
I guess so.
Yeah, you can you can tell that they're let's use a kinder word.
Mongoloids.
Mongoloids. Yes, they're Mongoloids. You can see me struggling with that. But like so they'll like you can tell someone's a moron when they're just repeating the same like phrase over and over again, like but emphasizing it in different ways, or like just trying to like hammer it home instead of finding a more elegant way to put it. So he'll be like, "You're about to ruin a little boy's life. You're about to ruin someone's life, the life of a little boy. You're about to go in there and you're about to ruin a little boy's life. Just a little boy. You're about to ruin his life." Like, he'll just like say the same thing, and it'll usually be peppered in with like, "You're disgusting, bro. You're about to ruin a little boy's life. You are disgusting. A little boy. You're disgusting, bro.
Dude,
You're
what
trash,
accent is
bro."
this?
Dude, I don't know. Well, he's from New Jersey, which means that his accent is garbage person. That's all I know. But like, his cameraman will also occasionally like weigh in. Like it's like Ted Lasso and Coach Beard, where he'll just occasionally weigh in and be like, "Yeah, man, you suck." Like just like little color commentary behind it. So he'll make them call their wives or their parents if they have a significant other, right? And they'll like humiliate him on the phone, and they'll basically like start like spinning lies about like them. They'll be like, he's a pedophile. He might even do this to your kids, and like it's just like, I mean, maybe, but like just he has no proof of these things. He's just saying it. He's just saying it because it's good content. He's trying to get a reaction from the mom or from the wife or whatever. But there's two instances where police would come up to them and be like, "Yeah, no, nothing's up, bro. Nothing's wrong. We're just having a little conversation." Like literally withholding evidence so that they can get their fucking YouTube video done on their monetized channel.
That's the thing. It's not. This shit's for fucking money. This is not hero shit.
Yeah,
these guys are not fucking heroes.
What I
the
love
people they're stopping are genuinely fucking bad dudes, when these guys are not fucking heroes.
It's like when bank robbers stop a government conspiracy. It's like there's still a criminal element involved here. It's like a they're like JoJo protagonists but unsympathetic, where most JoJo protagonists after part 4 or even after part 2, after fucking part 1, most of them are like criminals or like bad dudes, right? Like Araki's a big fan of. Dude, in part 9, the protagonist is a diagnosed sociopath. It's fucking amazing. But it's like JoJo protagonist, where it's like a shitty person versus an even shittier person. It's fucking Jolene, who sucks, versus Poochie,
who's a literal
monster.
criminal.
Yeah,
a criminal.
Well, to be fair, Jolene was framed, but
she was framed.
She was a petty. She was a petty thief. She was a petty thief, and she went on joyrides and things like that. When she was like 14. But yeah, like it's like the same thing. And so like at the end of the segment he showed, he made this pedophile start do jumping jacks while like making him apologize. It was like actual corporal punishment. And so Matt Orchard points out, like, this is false imprisonment. Like, they have no right to arrest these people. They have no right to coerce them into doing these things. And he shows a montage of if people aren't responding, he'll just like yell at them again. So he'll be like, "Did you say this? Did you say this?" And and he'll like get closer and like,
"Where's the trigger?"
Yeah. "You're gonna tell me the door code. You're gonna tell me the door code!" Like, it's literally like Jack Bauer. It's actual Jack Bauer-esque interrogation techniques for these pedophiles, but it's done by like Johnny Fuego and his like big Italian nose and his coiffed hair. And there's one who's from, shout out to Massachusetts. PC Massachusetts, I think it's called, Predator Catchers Massachusetts. And like he's the most obnoxious person I've ever heard in my life. Like, he'll start like singing while he's like chasing these guys with his phone and be like, "You're a piece of garbage. You're a shitty person." Like, just like an actual like one of the most punchable men I've ever seen. Like, or I've ever heard. And their favorite thing to do is call them trash, and then afterwards emphasize basura, which is Spanish for garbage. And so it's just like interesting, this culture of these like megalomaniacs who are like, hey, pedophiles are free game for us to abuse and like and bully and embarrass. And like it's I'm not going to defend sex predators. I don't think I've given the impression that I would at any point, but I want to emphasize it's like the sick part of this is the fact that like you could literally set this in the 1950s, and you know that these would be the cops who use unnecessary force, you know, on protesters, on minorities. Like these are the guys who, if there was an acceptable target, they would fucking do it. Like in the event that, let's say, a drug is made that cures pedophilia forever, you just take this pill and it's over. They would have to find the next acceptable people to bully, and it's one of the most like bizarre phenomena on YouTube, especially that they're all like so similar. They're all like dumbass meatheads who like embarrass them with corporal punishment for views. And they all have like the same language. Like they always say like, I'm trying to do this to protect the children, man. You are going to ruin a little boy's life. I saved a little boy's life today. Like just saying, I'm so great. You're so bad. Like
it's so weird, dude.
It's a fucking culture. I mean, it's like they're like automated channels for Chris Hansen ripoffs, where like if you could automate a To Catch a Predator channel, this would be it, where you just take an AI, like a deep learning of Johnny Fuego and Jimmy Mongo, and you just put them in a fucking
those
deep
guys
learning.
sound fake, by the way.
Oh, they are fake. I made them up. And you just put them
they said that like they sounded believable enough that I'm like, yeah, there's a Jimmy Fuego and a Johnny Mango and a
you got them backwards. It's Johnny Fuego and Jimmy Mango. Which, by the way, that's next week. That's our introductions. I'm your host, Jimmy Fuego, or Johnny Fuego.
Jimmy Fuego and Johnny Mango, the Predator Catchers.
Which I guess that's the title of this episode. But
Predator how about no Myles, we're the Predator Catchers.
Predator Catchers starring Johnny Fuego and Jimmy Mango.
we catch the people doing Predator Catcher.
We just come up to them with our own camera.
Come up to them. What are you doing? You're
this is
all this evidence isn't admissible in court,
you
and
need
that
to
they're
turn
going to be
this
able
over
to
to the
walk.
police. Yeah, you need to turn over the chat logs to the police. What are you doing? And then we make them do jumping jacks. The pedophile's like, so am I free to go? It's like, yep, see you in 18 days for your court hearing. Yeah. See you in 18 days for that court hearing,
yeah,
my
you're
friend.
free to go to that cop car over there we just called.
You're free to go to jail. Not prison. That's not up to us.
No, negativo.
Yeah, so, yeah, no, I love, like, dirt bags. I find it so fascinating, like
dirt bag content.
YouTube's culture.
I mean, that's
like
why
dirt
Christian's
bags.
so fascinating, right?
Yeah, but yeah, and you know, it's like Rice Gum or whatever his name is.
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude! I don't know anything about. Yeah.
Just YouTube dirt bags.
I don't know anything about Rice Gum other than he sucks. Like,
yeah.
you know,
people don't like him. Oh, Onishin, like, I just love the idea of like shitty people getting popular off of YouTube because it's just the platform to do it. Where it's like these people would be human failures otherwise, but thank God for YouTube. Their fucking defective personalities are good content.
Wings of Redemption.
Wings of Redemption.
Hold on, we're on video. This is a video program now. We're watching the video. I'm pulling the clip up.
We're writing a wrong.
We're watching this clip.
Oh, my shirt popped up, and you can see my embarrassing Star Warriors shirt.
Oh no, Disney fan.
No,
Disney catcher! What are you doing with that Disney shit on? Why are you supporting corporate propaganda?
Well, we talked about the photographer shirt. This is another photographer shirt. It just showed up in my life. I think I got this for Hanukkah, like of all things.
I gotta make sure I got the right video.
We can cut this down.
Yes, here we go. No. That's too much work. All right, here's the fucking video.
A man tried to grab him, but they ran him down and caught him on the access road. They found
It's just so,
a woman who was still inside this Texaco gas station
it's
store.
just it's so
But they
good.
ran him down and caught him on
It's
the
the hard it's the hard cut to the fastest moving
road, according to police. But they ran him down and
fastest
caught him on the
movement
access
speeding.
road.
Go, 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 go. Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Do, 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 do. All right, let's not get some of these questions.
Yeah.
If you want to ask us shit, go on Discord. Go on our Discord, link in the description. And subscribe to the YouTube channel while you're at it. We got a couple questions. Let's pick two. All right, I want to do this one from Unbound Soul. Can either of you think of a creative whose body of work or facet of their work is overshadowed by one part or singular piece? And then he gives as an example, like, Kojima is most well known for the Metal Gear Solid series, but of course he's also done Death Stranding, which is very popular, but also Police Knots,
it's still,
Snatcher.
It's still not at the level of Metal Gear.
Yeah, he's known for Metal Gear primarily.
And he probably always will be. Like, you know, it's a Scorsese situation. Like, Marty's done a lot, but he'll probably always be famous for, like, Goodfellas, you know?
Yeah, yeah, totally.
I can, actually. Mamoru Oshii, who's basically forever going to be the Ghost in the Shell guy. Even though he's done a lot of great anime. He did 100 fucking episodes of Urusei Yatsura, including the movies. He did Angel's Egg, one of my favorites. Pat Labor, like, just really, like, big name, but, like, as far as people are concerned, he's probably always going to be the Ghost in the Shell guy, which he only did the films in the anime, like, he didn't write the manga. But the thing is, the manga of Ghost in the Shell is so different from what Mamoru Oshii ended up doing with it, for the most part, that that, like, he kind of also overshadows Ghost in the Shell in general in a weird way. So he's a very interesting example of this.
And to stick on the manga track, I'd say like Akira Toriyama also kind of falls into this. He's primarily known for Dragon Ball Z, but also the artist of Dragon Quest, and he's got Dr. Slump, Sandland, a myriad of other one-shots and short stories that he's done. He's just super fucking creative. Yeah, and way beyond just Dragon Ball.
I know that his editor himself, I think it was his editor or possibly publisher, but he said that he was kind of sad that he never got to do a third manga, because he felt like if he got to do a third series, he would have made another legend. But he kind of stuck to Dragon Ball, and it's great that he's still doing it.
Although it's kind of interesting, the all the mangaka who have made, like, at least in Shonen Jump, who have made, like, legendary series, if they've tried so far, like, a lot of the follow-ups just have not happened. So, like, when Kishimoto finished Naruto, he took a break for, I think, like, a year and a half, 2 years, and then he came out with Samurai 8, which, like, took place in space, and it only went for, like, 40 chapters before it got canned. And same thing with, Fairy Tale guy, I don't remember his name, but he made Rave Master before that, which, like, has the ska, the Mighty Mighty Boss Stones open.
Yeah, which that soundtrack is great.
Yeah, it's awesome. But he made another space manga called Eden Zero that's like the same shit. It's got like the same character design as Fairy Tale.
It's almost like he can't draw anything else.
Yeah, the author of Kuroko no Basket made Robot X Laser Beam, which only went for 62 chapters, which is a respectable run for the record. It's a full story, but it's still, like, probably could have went on longer if it was more popular or had some success. Yeah, no, capturing lightning in a bottle twice is fucking hard, dude, especially with manga.
I have to assume that's why, like, Araki stuck to JoJo, Oda stuck to One Piece. It's like, they could probably feel good telling this one story, and if they want to retire, they've made their millions. If they don't, they're going to continue this one story because they know that it's going to keep working for them. Like,
yeah. In the case in One Piece, well, with One Piece, the story's just not done.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not, we're not there yet.
You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say Oda theoretically probably could have ended it anytime he wanted. He has that power. I just think he wanted to do more. He just kept doing more.
I mean, as someone who's read the whole series now, each piece feels important and gets brought back up meaningfully. Like,
but that just proves what a good writer he is. That, like,
for sure,
he's able to bring it back, because you absolutely can stretch a story out that long. You can not stretch a story out that long and then forget important things. Like,
see Dragon Ball.
There's a great Vince Gilligan admitted he completely forgot about Gretchen and Elliot's characters, and the reason that they appeared in the series finale as, like, a big catalyst to get spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers for Breaking Bad.
Yeah, to bring Walter White back into the fold was that a fucking fan wrote a letter to him saying, "Hey, I'm dying of cancer and I love the show." Walter White moment.
He just like me for real, for real.
Just like me for real, for real. Hey, what about Gretchen and Elliot? Are they ever going to come back? And, like, Vince Gilligan was like, "Oh yeah, that's the perfect solution to this problem I'm having writing this, this finale." Yeah, I assume this was, like, season pre-production. He was figuring out the whole story from there, because I know that the only one that was written episode to episode was season 3. But yeah, it's like you can have great continuity or pay a lot of good attention, have a great writer's room, have a lot of fans, have a lot of people working on the show, and just forget something. Like, so being a mangaka where you're, like, the sole arbiter of the work, oh yeah, you're gonna forget a lot. You're gonna forget a lot of stuff.
Totally, yeah.
Like, didn't Araki forgot about Jackie Chun?
To be fair, I too forgot about Jackie Chun. I don't remember who that is.
Jackie Chun is in Dragon Ball in particular.
Oh! You mean Toriyama?
Yeah, sorry, Toriyama.
You said Araki forgot Jackie Chun. I'm like, what the fucking JoJo character is Jackie Chun?
First of all, that would be Wang Chun.
Wang Chun. Oh, hell yeah. He's from part one,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's a little Asian imp.
Yeah, good. Oh yeah, he's the one who saves Dio.
Yes. And he serves Dio as his Igor equivalent.
Yeah, good good shit. It's One Piece is good, but there's never going to be anything like this ever again. The
Probably not even from Oda.
No, oh god, no. I mean,
I assume Oda's going to retire after this.
I think so too. Maybe maybe he'll have fucking more gas in the tank when One Piece is said and done. But I mean, Jesus Christ, dude! Like,
I'd fucking retire.
Yeah, he could fuck off right now, dude, and be a multi-millionaire. He's like the hardest working millionaire, I think. Probably when you really think about it. I mean, he works like 6 fucking days a week, 12, 15-hour days drawing the fucking One Piece. But yeah. Oh, by the way, hey Myles, have you checked out the new Shonen Jump manga Tenmaku Cinema?
No, would I like it? It sounds like I would.
It seems the premise is pretty cool. So basically, this story so Tokyo Demon Bright story died, and Ginkan Gluna, they got axed at like 30 chapters each or 29 chapters each. So we should have another new series starting next week, which will be dope. But this one is in the Shonen Jump subgenre of in a world of activity. Main character gets invaded by spirit who's very good at activity. So like this is your Yu-Gi-Oh, Zexal, Hikaru no Go, where it's like they get invaded by someone who's really good at the thing. And in this one, a movie-loving kid gets invaded by a screenwriter, the ghost of a screenwriter who died in 1993. He died at 18 years old. He was supposed to do a movie script called The Fang for a legendary Japanese film director who died in like 2003 in the story, who's basically a Akira Kurosawa equivalent. If like Akira Kurosawa existed and made movies throughout like the 70s to like the 90s in universe, it's like he's like that type of director,
yeah,
like super well regarded or whatever. So this fucking main character who, you know, is obsessed and just loves movies and cinema, gets fucking invaded by this ghost, and he's like, bullshit, you weren't gonna fucking make a script for this director. You fucking loser. And basically what ends up happening is the ghost, you know, he wants to pass on to the other world, but he's not quite sure how, and he's like, well, maybe if I watch a lot of movies, that'll get me there. But he then happens to pass by the spirit, and the main character happen to pass by the sort of the main heroine of the story, who's like a actress at their junior high. She's like a childhood actress who's been doing it since she was like an infant. And basically the ghost sees her and then immediately takes full control of the main character's body and writes a whole ass screenplay and gives it to the girl in the main character's body. And you're like, you're gonna be in this. And then she reads it, and then she visits the guy who passed out after being taken over by the ghost. And she's like, yeah, man, I'll be in your screenplay. See you tomorrow, director. And he's like, well, I guess I gotta be a movie director now. I didn't want to be. I just wanted to appreciate movies, but now I gotta direct them.
This does sound very Myles core, actually.
I think you'd like it. I think you'd like it. The art. So it's the duo behind Food Wars.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like they are putting the all of the ecchi, sexy elements of Food Wars. It looks like that's not on the plate for this one. And I am looking forward to it. There's been a lot of creative based manga and Jump recently.
I've enjoyed a lot of what Shonen Jump has been up to. Like they're kind of moving away from battle stuff in a lot of like recent publications, which is really cool. I can see why a lot of it gets fucking shit canned.
It's
because people be liking their battle stuff, but
yeah, and to be fair, like a lot of the battle shit right now can be pretty good. Like My Hero is fucking shit right now. Like My Hero sucks. But like Sakamoto Days, dude. Oh my god, that Myles, that's a must read. Sakamoto Days, must fucking read. Just the perfect modern contemporary shonen. Great, super easy to read action, fluid action cinematography, manga photography. It flows super easy, great to fucking read. Fantastic characters that are super fun to read. Great humor. It's great. Everything you fucking want out of Shonen Jump is in fucking Sakamoto Days. Great characters, great abilities. Fabricant 100. I'm worried about that. I think that might be on the chopping block. I really fucking hope not, because I think it's really interesting. That's like kind of picking up and having more and their battles are getting a little more complex and interesting. It's good shit. But then I also like Witch Watch a lot in the magazine. That's basically like a shit post manga. It's fucking awesome. Shonen Jump's pretty cool right now. I want to read Mashal. Apparently that's, I think, like coming to an end soon, but that I read the first like 16 chapters. It's really good. Hey Myles, did you die? And we're back for a third and hopefully final time.
This is the apocalypse now of Crackhouse episodes.
What plagued with production issues?
Plagued with production issues, yeah. I would have said Caligula, but that might be a little obscure.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Caligula's a really famous movie. It was basically just a complete fucking disaster because the guy who was funding the movie, like, owned like a porno mag, right? And so he wanted the movie to be a porno chic film, but it was written as like a serious, like, political. So it was written by, in the 70s by a guy who wanted to make it like a treatise on kind of like homosexuality in Greece. Was never gonna get fucking made. But it's about a Roman emperor who would go on to go insane, probably from syphilis or possibly hereditary, and become known as Caligula. And I believe it was Augustus Caesar who became Caligula. But anyway, so he wanted to make this movie that was never going to get fucking made, but it got the attention of this fucking guy who ran a porno magazine. And basically he wanted to turn it into a porno movie, and he got all these big name actors like Malcolm McDowell and people attached. Malcolm McDowell did a rewrite where he made it like a satire of modern politics, which apparently is really in vogue, because that just sounds like fucking every fucking liberal ass piece of shit garbage fucking Hollywood liberal ass predator ass LA predator ass movie. ever fucking made nowadays. It's gotta be a fucking commentary. Nothing can just be a fucking comedy. It's gotta be about fucking Donald Trump. He's been out of the White House for 3 years. We're still making movies about him. Fuck. Oh, what if the threat was a thinly veiled global warming illusion? Oh my god. How fucking long did it take you to come up with that one? You probably wrote this fucking script on the toilet. Piece of garbage. Basura. I fucking hate movies. Anyways.
All right, one last question before we wrap it up. This is from Malgar. If you could erase playing any game from memory and experience it for the first time over, what would it be? And alternatively, inversely to that, if you could erase playing one game from existence to save yourself the time and effort, what would it be?
See, now that's a great question. Sam, you want to field this one first, or you want me?
Yeah, I want to replay Shadow of the Colossus for the first time ever.
That's a good one.
I really want to. I mean, I love that game still. That game has not lost any luster for me over time, but damn, dude. What I wouldn't give to just go in fucking raw dog Shadow of the Colossus. And experience it totally without any knowledge of anything about it.
Dude, I wish I played it when I was older, because I played it when I was like, I don't know, 8, 9, and like, shit is great, but I couldn't beat it. I couldn't figure out Pelagia. Even though Pelagia is fucking free.
I'm sorry, my friend. You're gonna have to name the number, the Colossi
12.
number.
Number
Okay.
12.
Oh yeah, the one where you have to swing the sword.
Yeah, the one where you actually have to use the sword as a sword instead of a stabbing implement. You just gotta slash, not stab. Yeah, that would be amazing to not only erase that, but to play it at the right age when I'm smart enough to beat it and like be affected by it. But that is a great game though. And that's a great pick. I would probably go with Snake Eater. I think playing Snake Eater for the first time, and especially discovering that I love stealth games, is awesome. And I also had no love and no context of Metal Gear, or Kojima for that matter, yet. And so, like, Snake Eater was just, like, this, like, surprise. I'd always wanted to get in Metal Gear, because Snake was in Smash, and he looks cool. I didn't know anything about Naked Snake. I didn't realize he was a different character. I didn't know anything about, like, what the story was going to be. I didn't even really play stealth games. I just knew that everyone liked the game, and I played it, and I was blown away and amazed. And in particular, I had the worst final boss experience of all time with that game, where it was a Sunday, and I had to go to fucking bed, because school was the next day, and I was fighting the final boss, and I got fucking interrupted, and I had to turn the fucking console off. And then, lo and behold, it turns out there's 3 hours of cutscenes afterwards, so it was the right call by my mom, but I was convinced that I could do it and finish it, and I couldn't beat the boss at the end. So I had to finish the game on Tuesday, because I couldn't play it on Monday for whatever reason.
God damn it. Okay, show's over. Fucking Myles, the internet fucking crashed. Good night, everybody. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, audio, Spotify, iTunes. Leave us a nice review. Make sure to like this video. You back, Myles?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, you're I'm done.
Dude.
Fuck this shit.